What's up, guys? Back repping the Philly Heat. Yo, 75th anniversary t-shirt. How's it going, guys? I'm back at you. So, this video is entitled, Free Agency. As many people know, free agency starts the eve of tomorrow. And a lot of strange things might happen. A lot of strange things might not happen. But it's cooking up to be a strange free agency. So this video will be mostly about the Eagles and somewhat about other stuff. Now, I'm going to say the 4 positions that I think that the Eagles need the most. So, the first one, obviously wide receiver. Now, there are a couple of players we could go after. Randy Moss could be one, but it looks like he'll probably be in Dallas next year, which sucks. But one of two things could happen. T.O. and Randy Moss could be the top 2 wide receiver tandems in history, or, you know, one is going to go home with a bloody ass and one's going to go home with a beat off blister. So, who knows what could happen. They could fight, they could be good together. So Randy Moss definitely an option. Dante Stallworth an option. Maybe he could come back, but I'm not sure. I mean, I like him to come back, but some people don't like that idea. Another idea would be a Javon Walker. Now, Javon Walker isn't 100% as good, but, you know, we can get all the help we can get. I'd like to see how we could maybe use him. We showed some interest in him in 2006 free agency, but we never picked him up. Looks like Fitzgerald won't be around for a trade. It's not as much as they're not going to keep him. It's not as much as he's going to be an integral part of the offense. His contract just sucks ass. I went on to Dave Spadaro's radio talk show on PhiladelphiaEagles.com, and he really doesn't have, his contract is too strange, and it would be a huge casualty for the Eagles' cap space. So, it doesn't look like Chad Johnson will be coming either. I'm not sure if Marvin Lewis is trying to bluff, but if he's not a Bengal next year, he's probably going to be a Redskin. Second position, defensive back. Really, the only main guy out there is Asante Samuel, and I really want him, but the problem is there are 2 other teams who want him more, the Buccaneers and the Saints. Third position is defensive lineman. We lost Curse. We might lose Howard. But why haven't we cut McDougal yet? Jerome McDougal is sitting in the active roster with his head held high. He hasn't done shit, man. He hasn't done shit. So I think the guy that we gotta sign is Justin Smith from the Cincinnati Bengals. He's good. He's definitely pretty good. Lastly, offensive lineman, we could probably do in the draft. So, now I'm going to say the 3 guys that I think are going to be on the Eagles after training camp is over. The first guy, one guy I think that is going to be on the Eagles is, I think Javon Walker will be on the Eagles. We'll pursue him. We don't show interest in him right now, but I think that come time he'll be on the team. Same with Justin Smith. Oh, man, that guy has 48 sacks in like 5 years, which is pretty good. And last player, I'm gonna say Andre Davis, the kick returner. He's pretty good. So those are the 3 guys I think are going to be on the Eagles next year. 2 wide receivers and defensive linemen. So that's my take on free agency. Now, I want to turn my attention to Jim Zorn because, I've been getting a lot of mixed messages about that guy. I know I'm not a Redskins fan, so it's not 100% my business, but at times the guy is overhyped. But at times this guy is just smacked to the wall. I was on FoxSports.net, and Sheen, whatever his name is, he makes videos on Fox. The guy was just like pouring all over Jim Zorn. I mean, I know he hasn't called a play in his life in Seattle, but you never know. I mean, I wouldn't turn on him just yet because that's what I did to Wade Phillips, and look how he turned out. So I wouldn't be too negative about him. Many people say, Jim Zorn's going to be okay because, Andy Reid, and he never called a play in his life, and neither did him Harbaugh, Eagles special teams coordinator. They never called plays either. But the thing is, the thing I think about the Redskins, I think that Dan Snyder thinks that he is the Redskins coach. And of course, I would love Redskins fans to just comment on my video because, they know more than me right now. Because obviously the Redskins fans, and they all live in Washington, D.C. The thing is, they signed him as their offensive coordinator before they even signed a head coach. I hear that Jim Fossil requested him to Dan Snyder, but they didn't even sign Fossil. I think it would have been better to hire Greg Williams to the head coach position, have Jim Zorn be offensive coordinator, and see where things came off from that. Just because, Doug Williams. No, not Doug. I'll just call him Williams. Defensive coordinator Sean Taylor died. He literally made that team. Greg Williams. He literally made that team won. The defense won. They played as a defense. They kicked ass, in my opinion. They were one of the hottest teams. Greg Williams, they were like this. So, maybe Jim Zorn will work out. Maybe he won't. I might post a link so that you Redskins fans can go and watch it. But this guy was just ripping on your head coach. Just telling you. I'm kind of scared about Jim Zorn, but I'll let time tell. Anything can happen. Oh yeah, I also Lear Shepard's gonna stay too. He's not gonna get traded. I don't see that happening. So 9 minutes. Wow, this video went way longer than I thought, and my camera's acting strange. So I'll see you guys later. Make a video March 1st.